Delusional AI artist.
I have to talk about this goober, and I apologize because I know so many people are tired of hearing about AI, but I cannot fight this urge. It's like Gollum with the one ring here. The more and more I read about this dweeb, the less and less I can resist speaking about it. An AI artist, and that is a word I'm using very loosey-goosey when referring to this gentle sir, has the chutzpah to attempt to appeal the Copyright Office's decision to reject copyright protection to his AI-generated art piece. His name is Jason M. Allen. You've probably seen this picture that he AI generated because it won an art competition like 2 years ago, and it was a huge story because AI art had just won an art contest, so it led to a lot of hoopla.
It looks pretty cool.
He's trying to copyright that piece. It was rejected. He's salty, and he's attempting to appeal it. I believe the Copyright Office made the right decision saying, no sir, and just putting the kibosh on that. Copywriting an AI-generated piece is like trying to copyright a fucking wet dream that you had. It's so silly. And Jason M. Allen's attitude about AI art, I think, is just so pretentious and misguided that it is compelling me to talk about this because I just think it's so delusional. He described his creative process with Midjourney as an iterative process where he provides detailed and repeated prompts to generate images. He argues AI is simply another tool like a brush or camera. I would challenge anyone to prove that it's otherwise. It is a program, it is a machine, it's a device that people can use to technologically make their lives more efficient. Hey pal, you just blowing from stupid town?
Hey, well, to be fair though, isn't art meant to be like, it could be anything? It don't have to be a brush or anything. Like, you could throw a banana at a wall and call it art. You know what I mean? So who's to say him throwing his hand on the keyboard isn't art? Maybe he's doing it a very, artistic way.
I'll accept that challenge, Jason.
A
brush or a camera does not create anything for you. You, behind the camera and the brush, still have to make the art. This does it for you. It's not the fucking Disney Channel, Greg, where you'd like hold out the brush and you'd make the Mickey Mouse ears and it just appears before you. You still have to be talented in order to use the tools like a brush or camera to create art. When it comes to AI, you don't have to have talent at all. I've personally generated hundreds of silly AI art pieces over the last couple of years.
Wait, so I'm not an artist?
Anybody can do it if you have a keyboard. It doesn't take a galaxy brain gifted human being to do so. But would you consider me an artist? I certainly hope not.
Yo, how did he win the art competition though? Could they not tell it was AI? They couldn't tell it was AI. Damn, Gatch.
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? Here, let me just showcase the difference between real art and AI art. This is one of the best pieces that the world has ever seen. That's a portrait of me that I'm holding in the thumbnail here. So when I first went to college, I was doing digital arts, and I had no talent for it whatsoever. Okay. So that is a portrait I made of myself. I'm sure you can see the resemblance is uncanny. I really captured my my appearance one-to-one.
Yeah,
and
identical.
To expand on that even further, here's a portrait I made of my father in the same course that year at college when I was doing art. That piece still makes me laugh to this day.
Yo, it looks like one of those cartoon figures on the infographic show.
I think is probably one of the finest things that has ever been put to paper. Like, since the beginning with papyrus till this day, I think that is the finest artistic work ever created. That portrait of my fucking dad.
Yeah, it's better than my drawing.
But now, let me show you what my AI art looks like. Here's some Heisenberg pieces that I generated 2 years ago.
Damn!
Wow, I really got a lot better, didn't I, Jason? It's stupid to make the argument that AI is just a...
Yo, you know what's annoying, chat? I wish AI was a thing when I was in school. I'd actually have passed art. I really would.
Tool, and you still need to have talent as an artist to use it, like it's some kind of Excalibur or something that you need to train with, is outrageous. It is delusional. Look at me using actual art tools, and you can see I am not a talented artist at all. And I took 2 years of art courses and only marginally improved. That is something you have to work at for years. With AI art, I type in a single sentence and it does it for me. To compare a brush and a camera to AI-generated art, like using Midjourney, is laughable, Jason. That's the reason people shoot spitballs at you, brother. It's a stupid take to have.
You know what, though? The world is changing. Think about it, chat. Think about it, chat. Like, imagine building, like, back in the day, building houses out of straw, yeah? Was harder, more respectable, right? But now building houses out of machines and tools and stuff, easier, right? But that's just the way the world is now. You're not going to go to the straw no more. You're going to go to the normal house. Maybe AI art in like 20, 30 years. Bro, who's even going to want the longer way of doing it with the paintbrush? Maybe people just going to want the AI stuff.
It's a stupid take to have. He also couldn't resist throwing a little pity party and playing a sad song on the world's smallest violin, saying, "I have lost a lot of respect for artists, especially those who attack me and continue to attack me. I'm standing in defense of my rights to express myself using AI generative tools and against a popular narrative that a lot of people, for some unknown agenda, are pushing really hard to prevent people from being able to express themselves." I don't know what ghosts you're fighting. I don't know what you're even referring to here. If you're just AI generating art on your own, who cares? No one cares. It's the fact that you're trying to copyright it, man.
Right,
and the fact that you're entering it into art competitions against real artists. And I know that term has been...
Yeah, no. That's a valid point, bro. That's a valid point. Like, who cares if you're doing AI art? But the fact the fact he's delusional to enter it into competitions and try and copyright it like it's his work. Nah, bro. It's just AI. It's AI's work.
Super muddied real artist, but I think most sane people can agree that someone just AI generating art is not an artist by any sense of the word. You are typing in sentences and letting the machine make whatever it envisions. The hardest part of your creative process, Jason, and I cannot believe he has the chutzpah to call it a creative process, is just hitting enter multiple times. As he said, he just repeats the prompt enough until it spits out an image that he's satisfied with. Where is the creative process there, Jason? You type in a sentence and then just have it keep repeating the process till you get something you like. Oh, God. It's just so silly. He says, as AI continues to evolve, it is imperative that our legal framework adapts to protect the rights of humans who...
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, it does sound a little bit like effort. First, you gotta find the best AI art creating website. Then you gotta make an account. Then you gotta write a sentence of what you want and then keep going through them till you find the perfect one. That does sound like effort to me, bro. You know what I mean? To me, that's artistic.
Harness technology for creative expression, which is a complete load of horseradish because it has nothing to do with creative expression. If you want to personally just generate AI art on your own, go wild. I don't think there's anyone in the world who actually gives a shit. If you want to make James Corden as Vegeta destroying planet Namek and use Midjourney for it, go for it. Nobody cares, man. It's when you try and sell it and try and license it and copyright it, this and that people obviously take an issue because it's ridiculous, man. And let's not pretend this is about creative expression, Jason. It's all about how he's not able to make money off of his AI art. He's saying that the copyright denial significantly impacted his career. I have experienced price erosion in the sense that there is a perceived lower value of my work, which has impacted my ability to charge industry standard licensing fees. I don't know who the fuck would pay for AI art in the year 2024. If you like an AI art piece, just generate it yourself.
Wait,
Jesus Christ. Like,
yo, that is dumb. Who, oh yeah, I get that. Who would actually buy AI art? That is dumb. I would only pay for AI art for it to be on the canvas. So you buy like the canvas or something. You know what I mean? Like if you really liked it. You wouldn't like purchase it like you would an actual art piece. Like it wouldn't be expensive is what I'm saying. You'd probably just pay for a canvas, very cheap for the art if you really liked it, right? If you wanted it, whatever, yeah. You won't buy it like an actual price, like an actual art piece.
You can just do it yourself. Why would you ever pay money for it? But whatever. He then went on to say that it put me in a terrible position with no recourse against others who are blatantly and repeatedly stealing my work. It's kind of ironic, don't you think, Jason?
Who would pay for NFTs? You know what, Julie? Like, I never really kind of got the drift of NFTs. Like, I get that, like, they're going to be rare and whatever, and, like, only so many of them. So, like, the limited aspect of it is kind of, like, you know, cool and hype. But, like, yeah, there was just, like, pictures. That's it, of, like, anything.
AI art is trained on real artists' work in order for it to generate the way that it does. Blatantly just stealing their work and copying it in order to generate pieces based on it. I also love that there's a little peek under the hood here. We get a little taste of the secret sauce. He told the office that he created the art with the generative AI system Midjourney by testing hundreds of prompt iterations. My God, backbreaking labor. He typed hundreds of words, damn it, and altered it with Photoshop. Yeah, I'm sure he did a ton of altering. The office rejected Allen's application after he refused to disclaim the parts of the image that Midjourney generated. Mr. Allen had a specific artistic idea conceived of in his mind, and he used Midjourney as a tool to create an artistic expression of that idea. Such creative input is on par with that expressed by other types of artists and is capable of copyright protection. Goofball, I have hundreds of artistic ideas and visions in my head that I can never bring to life because I'm not a talented artist. And what separates me from actual talented artists. That's the whole point, man. And it's fine if you want to generate what's in your head using AI art. I don't think that's a big deal at all. The problem comes when you try and copyright it, you try and sell it, or you try and deceive people with it, or you try and use AI art tools as a means of pushing out real artists. That's the main problem with AI art, and I'm sure you
Yo, do you know what is the problem, though? How confusing AI is making this world. Like, bro, the transitioning into AI right now is just like, what is going on? What is going on, bro? I bet you so many people are getting so confused and lost with it all. Because it's happening so quick as well. It's happening so quick, rapidly.
I've heard it a million times.
And it's getting complex.
Companies are going to be shifting to AI art because it's cheaper and they can infinitely generate art without needing to pay actual artists a salary or anything. And it is a grim future because of things like that. But if you want to generate AI art pieces that just take what's up here in your noodle and put it on to a picture,
Sark, it's happening very fast.
But why are you going to try and make the argument that you're some real artist? You're going to try and copyright it. You're going to try and license it. It's stupid. I think that's so dumb. If Jason was just a little more honest with himself, like, hey, I just kind of typed sentences into Midjourney and I got a really cool picture from it, then no one would care. But right now, he's opened a goddamn case about it because he's so butthurt that they refuse to protect his AI-generated piece with a copyright protection. Like, what the fuck, man? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I had to talk about this. So anyway, that's
he is an idiot. He is an idiot. How you trying to copyright AI art, bro?